And our top story for 6 p.m. comes from the state of Uttar Pradesh. MoS home, the minister Ajay Misra Teni on camera caught abusing, threatening journalists for simply asking him questions. So what happened was, amid the opposition demand of sacking MoS Misra, the minister has now been called to the national capital, Delhi. He's expected to, in fact, arrive just in a short while to Delhi. What happened was he lost his cool when journalists on location prodded him on the special investigation team, terming the Lakhimpur incident as pre-planned. And suddenly, in a shocking meltdown, the minister starts to blame the journalists present for his son being behind the bars. Not only that, he even called those reporters as shameless and brainless. Last evening, remember, giving you a background, the special investigation team said there was a planned conspiracy to murder protesting farmers and now seeking to attempt to murder charges against the accused. And these fireworks over the Lakhimpur incident even were caught attention by the MPs in the parliament. What happened today was a continuous protest and several opposition leaders carrying placards and banners staging a protest demanding the resignation of MoS home Ajay Misra Teni, whose son is the key accused in this case. Both houses were repeatedly adjourned after Congress Member of Parliament Rahul Gandhi accused the government of stopping a debate. Union Minister Piyush Goyal hit back, saying the opposition is disrupting the parliament when the Lakhimpur case is being monitored already by the Supreme Court. Yesterday, remember, SIT had said there was a pre-planned conspiracy to murder possibly these protesting farmers, and that is why are now seeking attempt to murder charges against accused. What had happened in October? 4 farmers were mowed down by an SUV driver in Lakhimpur Kheri when a group was agitating against Centre's 3 farm laws, which are now eventually repealed. An angry mob then in turn lynched 2 BJP workers and their driver. A journalist was also killed on this day.
It has been said that it is a conspiracy. It is obviously a conspiracy. Everybody knows who's involved. Everybody who knows whose son is involved. Everybody knows who was there when those farmers were killed. The gentleman is a minister. We want the minister to resign. We want a discussion in the parliament. The Prime Minister refuses. And they're making all sorts of excuses because they don't want to accept the truth.
मैं समझता हूँ सुप्रीम कोर्ट के निर्देश के अनुसार जब जांच चल रही है तो इस प्रकार की बातें बेबुनियाद हैं. Well, first of all, we are extremely disappointed at the behavior of the opposition who are not allowing the houses to function in an orderly fashion.
पहले दिन से हम ये कह रहे थे कि प्री प्लान्ड है, कॉन्स्पिरेसी हुई है, प्रीमेडिटेटेड मर्डर है ये. इन एसआईटी के इन्वेस्टिगेटिंग ऑफिसर ने रिपोर्ट दी है तो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल मोरालिटी इस बात का मुतालबा करती है मोदी सरकार से कि नरेंद्र मोदी उसको अपने मिनिस्टरशिप से हटाएं, इंसाफ को कामयाब करें, वरना वो मिनिस्टर रहेगा और बेटे पर 5 लोगों का कत्ल का इल्जाम, गाड़ी आपके घर में साजिश होती है तो मिनिस्टर कैसे रहेगा वो?
When we say discussion, we need to tell the people of this country that this was a pre-planned conspiracy, and Mr. Teni, his place in the cabinet is untenable. He should be stepping down, and for the government to shamelessly continue to defend him and continue to protect him, it speaks exactly about how the government treats what people are going through.
ये बेशर्मी के साथ ये कहते हैं कि हम जैसे चाहेंगे इस देश को चलाएंगे. वो संसदीय लोकतंत्र में चलता नहीं है. संसदीय लोकतंत्र के अंदर संवाद के लिए जगह है. संसदीय लोकतंत्र के अंदर सही चीजों पे कार्रवाई करने के लिए जगह है. संसदीय लोकतंत्र के अंदर लोगों की आवाज को सुनने के लिए जगह है. आप चाहते हैं कि हम अहंकार से अपने कदमों के नीचे सब कुछ कुचल देंगे, उससे लोकतंत्र नहीं चलता है.
Let's go across to my colleague Mausami Singh, who's been tracking all the latest at the parliament. Mausami, the Union Minister of State for the Home Affairs, Ajay Misra Teni, is not an accused with regard to the Lakhimpur incident. His son is. So why are the members of parliament specifically protesting for his resignation? What are they alleging, and are their protests only escalating there in the parliament premises over this?
See, clearly, Pooja, the opposition sees it as a political issue because this is a matter of morality it is about the moral responsibility and the collective responsibility of the Prime Minister as far as a member of his cabinet is concerned, is what the opposition says. And they have questioned the Prime Minister's silence, saying that if the minister didn't resign, it was for the Prime Minister, because it is his cabinet that this minister, whose son has been alleged for such a grievous crime, and with the SIT now escalating charges against him, it is even more probable, and it should actually be very natural for the Prime Minister to suspend this minister. So really the opposition sees a big opportunity to in fact dent the image of the government that talks about a good law and order situation in Uttar Pradesh. And that's one reason in the winter session we've seen this issue really reverberate in both the houses, Pooja.
All right, keep tracking all the latest, because at this point, this is just an added protest. We have already had protests going on, disruptions, adjournments in the parliament. And of course, this session is not a smooth one either. Now, here's what we must also remember, that because of these disruptions and adjournment, what is the impact in the floor of the House? Take a look at that. For per minute adjournment and disruption, the taxpayers 2.5 lakh rupees per minute goes to waste. What does that translate to per hour? About 1.5 crore rupees of your and my money goes to waste if the parliament does not function. And then per day, eventually it comes down to 9 crore rupees if the whole day of session is adjourned. Now, giving you, remember, a significance of what happened in the monsoon session. Just about 14% in the lower house of the parliament was productive, while in the Rajya Sabha, the upper house of the parliament, was just about 21%. So each time there is, yes, a genuine protest often needed, but the impact also on the loss of work and money with regard to the parliament. So at this point, remember, the parliament is still on, and we're expecting disruptions may continue with the opposition MPs who are protesting even now.